Now, I am bouncing around a bit. If there's any questions, I'll be glad to write you back on this. But this works out really well because now we're at the point where we can decide whether we want to do a 3 months, 6 months, or a month trip or whatever it may be, because we know what we go through with every month by our menu. And there is some variableness in there. And what happened with the last 3 weeks, well, it all started with our budget. Actually is what started it. We switched our mortgage, and we used to pay our mortgage payment at the end of the month, and then we started paying 2 times a month. So where we used to shop at the beginning of the month, and I had the money for that, now a mortgage payment was coming out, and then I had a truck repair, and there was something else that happened. I don't remember what.
A van repair too.
A van repair. So we were short. Basically, we were short money. We just couldn't go and do the shopping, and we put it off. And so we kind of went back to the old way, and just to get through those few weeks. Well, of course, with that, it brought back all the old problems. And yeah, it's amazing how much that once you get off track, how much it can mess everything up. And at the end of the month, I spent twice as much as I normally would have. And well, I'll tell you, never again. But but anyways, yeah. So I mean, and you know what? What came back? The same old problems, right? The first thing we did was didn't get our supplies right because of our budget, and then our menu was mixed up because of that. So because our menu was mixed up, it messed up things all through the week, and then we weren't sure what we were doing, and we went out shopping, and I think we've done more eating out last month than we have in the last 6 months, probably. So now, having said that too, it's spring and we get busy and we're working out pretty long days right now trying to get some stuff done too, so everything kind of gets off track. But I would encourage anybody that's starting this, the first thing to do is just do a basic mental look back, like what is your grocery habits for the last 6 months or even 3 months or a year even, and everybody knows what they like to have, and like we have a 1-week menu that we just keep repeating and repeating. And we'll probably change that as time goes on. And at first our meals were planned for simplicity, because I was having to help, and I also was doing stuff as well, so I needed quick stuff. Well then, once my wife was feeling better and that, then we changed the menu. We got more into some real food again, right? Besides macaroni and cheese and pizza. And so there's, we can change the menu. For example, in our case, Wednesday, in our case, we'd have pancakes. Well, it's summer, and Wednesday is now barbecue, So we've just had a slight altercation there, and we have to go and get the supplies for that. So I will be buying a 3-month supply due to the current situation. Tomorrow, actually, we're heading up. I'll try and actually make another video as we go. I'll add it to this. I've got some other stuff to talk about. But what I decided to do in this case, though, with the freezing stuff, due to the situation, I don't like to store too much stuff in the freezer. It costs money to run a freezer, and we are subject sometimes to power outages around here. We did have a good one, 2003. It can happen again. They've come close a few times. And with this current situation, if anything at all, it sounds extreme, but if you're going to spend, $300 worth of groceries, I don't want to risk losing all that if, something happens with the hydro or whatever. So in this case, anything that's our frozen goods, we're staying to a 1-month supply. But all of the other stuff, though, I'm going to go to a 3-month or a 6-month supply in some cases. And if need be, we'll just alter our menu like we did before. I mean, most of the stuff we had before, we were eating out of our pantry. We just happen to like things like meat, and stuff like that, so we don't have to eat that way. But I've already said to my wife, we have rabbit, if it comes down to it, we've got rabbit meat we can use. And that, so basically now we're able to tell how much we use, so we can just go and do that in our weekly, and we hope to get back on track with this, because it's amazing how much it's been saving us, and you can really tell when you get off of it. Even things like cat food and dog food, when I do adhere to this list, I mean, we never run out. Cat litter, if you open it, you have to replace it. So basically, in this case with cat food, there's an open bag and there's one sitting in the pantry at all times. So that way we never run out. And it gives you that buffer zone when you do it this way too. So that if something does happen, well, it did for us when we had the baby. We used our pantry. We have almost like a month and a half, really, without making any major grocery shopping. We were spending like $30 on our grocery trips, and we were still surviving. We just changed our meals, and you know, the kids were getting sick of oatmeal, but whatever, you know, we survived. So anyways, we just wanted to share that with you. Some people honestly have never tried it or whatever, and maybe some of you do, some of you don't need to. So in the meantime, thanks for watching.